This is Bishop Dr. Truman Burst. Master Herbalist, coming to you from Good Shepherd Ministries.
We're talking about is glaucoma. Okay, so we're talking about glaucoma, and the first thing that we talked about that's going to be really valuable when there's glaucoma is, what would I just do? Okay, here we are. Oh yeah, we're okay. Is inositol and choline. That's the top #1 nutrient to feed the brain. These are B vitamins, and where you find them? You find them in lecithin granules number 8970. So that's the top nutrient you're going to get. About 2 tablespoons, heaping tablespoons a day of lecithin granules is the top thing for nutrient when there's glaucoma. Okay, so now you go to the website healthherbs.com. Healthherbs.com, that's HealthHerbs.com, and make sure this is on, that's on, and healthherbs.com, and when you get there, go to the search engine, and where it says search, and type in 8970, it'll take you right to lecithin granules. Now, here is the next thing we were talking about then is the essential fatty acids. So now let's take a look at the essential fatty acids. The essential fatty acids would be under nutritional oils. So let's take a look at nutritional oils here, so I can give you some numbers here for the essential fatty acids. Here we go. Here we go. Here's flax, borage, and evening primrose, number 6604. 6604. That's going to give you a good assortment of essential fatty acids from flaxseed, from borage, from evening primrose oil, from omega-3, 825 milligrams of omega-3, and omega-6. You're going to get 1,080 milligrams of omega-6, and you're going to get...
How much of this should I take?
And you're going to take it as directed on the label.
Okay.
Let's take a look at number 6604 in the search engine, and let's see what it says. 6604, enter, and one result. It's no. Then it's got antibio. This is not marked correctly. This is not marked correctly at all, because when you type in 6604, it brings you to antibio without golden seal, and that, which is number 1010. So it's a mistake on the website, and so I'm going to need to make a note of that is a mistake.
So which one would you recommend? 6604 or
So,
1010?
So the 6604, and now I got to go to let's go to products. Let's go find. Let's go back to the home page and shop products. So we're looking at, and here is essential oils when I click on shop products. So I'm looking at essential oils and clicking on it, and it isn't all together. I can see. Let's see. Goodness, essential oils. is not there. It's not where it's, so it isn't in the website and on the website at the moment, because this is a new website and the oils don't appear to be there. One of three, well, this is not getting it. Sort alphabetical. It's not doing it. It's showing one of three, three results. And I get 2 products, no essential oils. So, that's terrible. Wonder how long it's going to take him to. Wonder how long it's going to take him to do that. So anyway, that's what you're probably going to have to call and talk to them and tell them what you want. You want the number, what's in the catalog, number 6604, because it's a combination. Yeah, you're going to have to. We're going to have to ask for that. Okay, so at least we know that that's the next thing that we want.
Okay,
and
so that's the essential oils.
That's our. That's
we'll
that's
work
gives us.
that out. And then what is the next thing?
And now here's what it's doing. These essential fatty acids are protecting, and they aid new tissues and new cells. So that's going to help with the eyes, with new tissues and new cells. And now we need to look at an amino acid called glutathione. Let's see if that is up here on this website. Yeah, let's find.
G-L-U-T-I.
Let's go.
D-H-I-O-N-E.
G-L-U-T.
G-L-U-T.
Gluta.
A.
Yeah, A. And then thione. Thione. Now let's see what comes up here. If that, there it is. 2 results. One is glutathione, and another brings up selenium, which.
Selenium, and what numbers of that?
Because selenium is a component of the enzyme glutathione peroxidase. So that's, and so it would be one of the key things that are used in nutritional cancer therapies is selenium, making sure that everybody gets 200 micrograms, MCGs, of selenium every day. So that's very important to do that. That is an anti.
That's an amino acid.
Well, the selenium is a mineral.
Oh, that's a mineral.
And the glutathione is an amino acid, and that's the one that is number 8959.
8959 is the amino acid
Glutathione. Yes, and what it says is that it's a powerful
What is mineral? Selenium?
Selenium. What about selenium?
Is there a number for that one?
Sure. Let me go back here. I'm going back.
Okay.
And I'm going down here, and I'm looking for, and I'm clicking on selenium, and it tells me number 8632.
8632.
Yes. Okay. And for instance, selenium's principal function is to inhibit the oxidation of lipids and fats. So it protects these essential fatty acids, selenium's principal function is to inhibit the oxidation of lipids, fats, as a component of the enzyme glutathione peroxidase. It plays a vital role in regulating the effects of the thyroid hormone on fat metabolism.
This is wonderful.
Selenium.
Taking this awful medication from the pharmaceuticals that put me in sleep all day.
Selenium has also been known to help certain types of tumors. And selenium and vitamin E act synergistically to aid in the production of antibodies to help.
So, are you suggesting vitamin E as well?
Yes, I am. And zinc.
And zinc.
Yeah, about 800. I'm saying 800 I use a vitamin E, and 50.
500 is the number you're giving me?
No, we're just talking about how the dosage.
Oh, I see.
The dosage of vitamin
Milligrams or
E,
something?
800 milligrams.
Okay, MGS for
Yeah, and zinc 50 milligrams.
50.
We'll get these numbers for you in a minute.
Oh, all right.
So
Yeah,
I'm going to finish explaining selenium. It's not very much, but it's a lot of good information.
Okay.
Okay, and for instance, zinc is a natural antibiotic, and it even helps in enlarged prostate. It helps fight infection. Zinc. So it's very and it's so inexpensive. It's another mineral like selenium. Anyway, selenium has also been used for arthritis and cardiovascular disease and male infertility and cataracts and AIDS and high blood pressure.
Does that include rheumatoid arthritis? Because I have a daughter who has that.
Yes, and it also is used nutritionally when there's AIDS and high blood pressure. Selenium can be found in Brazil nuts and brewer's yeast and broccoli and brown rice and chicken and dairy products.
Brown rice.
And dulse, that's a seaweed, garlic, kelp, liver, molasses, onions, salmon, seafood, torula yeast, tuna, vegetables, wheat germ, and whole grains. And the herbs that contain selenium include alfalfa, burdock root, catnip, cayenne, chamomile, chickweed, fennel seed, fenugreek, garlic, ginseng, hawthornberry, hops, horsetail, shavegrass, lemongrass, milk thistle, nettle, oat straw, parsley.
And this is all in selenium.
This is all these are the herbs that have and the foods that have selenium in them.
I see.
See, so if you're
You still have lists on your new website of all these things. That you
on the new website, yeah, if you bring up selenium, this is what it's going to say about it.
When it will tell you. Oh,
Yeah,
right.
although we might have to take out where it says tumors because that we might have to remove that word, you know, because we have no freedom of speech in America, and they will shut they would shut our new website down just for saying tumor.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah, I believe it.
These people are evil. And we're talking about these people being the FDA and our government.
I mean,
and the President of the United States,
I'm talking about
evil
coming
as
here, but
they
as I
come.
mentioned to you earlier about my brother who has
Well, let's finish.
the blame. All right, let's finish what we're doing here.
Okay, because we can get sidetracked too easy. So what these foods again are the Brazil nuts, are high in selenium, brewer's yeast, broccoli, brown rice, chicken, dairy products, although I don't like dairy products unless they're soured, dulse, garlic, kelp, liver, molasses, onions, salmon, seafood, torula yeast, tuna, vegetables, wheat germ, and whole grains. And then the
About
herbs.
the fish now.
That's just
with the they're putting antibiotics and hormones, injecting every fish, chicken, and piece of meat with this stuff.
That's why you got to go wild caught. Wild caught, never farmed, and yes, they're
Would you spell that for me? What you just said? Wild what?
wild caught. In other words, it needs to be caught in the wild. It needs to be a wild fish.
Is there a place you can buy it rather than your local supermarket?
You have to ask them for wild caught salmon. And you don't want wild caught salmon from the Pacific Ocean. You want wild caught salmon from the Atlantic Ocean.
From the Atlantic. Oh my goodness, who would ever think?
You know, because you know the Pacific Ocean is contaminated.
Well, yeah, but more so than the Atlantic, I guess you're saying.
Yes, yeah, we got the. Thank you, Fukushima. Yeah, you got it. You got it. They're not going to tell you the truth about how high the radiation levels are. All they will do is raise the acceptable levels, like they've already done. They have raised the acceptable levels by 1,000%.
All of this now
Yeah. Okay. All right. To finish.
For a higher number.
Okay. To finish.
God help us.
To finish, the herbs, we gave you the foods that are high in selenium. Here are the herbs that are high in selenium. Alfalfa, burdock root, catnip, cayenne, chamomile, chickweed, fennel seed, fenugreek, garlic, ginseng, hawthornberry, hops, horsetail, also called shade grass, lemongrass, milk thistle, nettle, oat straw, parsley, peppermint, raspberry leaf, rose hips, sarsaparilla, uber ursi, yarrow, and yellow dock. They all have selenium in it, but our soil has no selenium in the soil.
But it's not in our soil.
But
Any longer, or was it once there?
yeah, about 50 years ago, maybe 60, 80, a long time ago. Since we don't have it, our soil has been mineral deficient since around the 20s or 30s.
Deliberately. Because there is that Alex Codamentarius, am I saying that correctly? Oh, Codex Alimentarius.
That's.
They want the nutrition out of the food. This is
Precisely.
the UN
Exactly.
World Health Organization type of thing.
Yep, you got it. That's the New World Order. That's the Hillary Clintons, the Clintons, and the Bushes, and all these evil people that want to take the nutrition out of. They must own stock in the pharmaceutical industry, you know.
I think it's almost beyond the money. You know, obviously they want money, but they can print all they need. So they don't have to worry. It's a spiritual thing. It's
Definitely spiritual warfare. Okay, now we finished talking about selenium.
Right.
And did we finish talking about glutathione?
I think you told me.
Because that's one that has some selenium in it, and basically what the glutathione is doing for the glaucoma, it's a powerful antioxidant in the liver. It detoxifies substances so they can be eliminated. You see, these toxins and things are getting into the eyes, because the eyes are a channel of elimination. And when you clog up the eyes because you're not, so now we have a powerful antioxidant that's in the liver, detoxifying substances so they won't be pushed up into the eyes.
Oh my goodness.
Okay, now, so this is how glutathione's working.
Iron would be wonderful for that then.
Yes, it helps maintain and protect blood cells. And it helps to metabolize carbohydrates and breaks down fats. And glutathione protects against the effects of aging. And glutathione can protect somewhat against harmful effects of tobacco smoke. And a deficiency of glutathione can lead to problems with the nervous system and an acceleration of the aging process when you don't have enough glutathione. So that's why glutathione is the fourth most very important nutrient.
The fourth most.
Yes. Now the next thing.
The first. Oh, go ahead.
The first one was the first thing was the choline and inositol that we're getting from the lecithin. The second thing, most important things, were the essential fatty acids. So we got that in the right. So the flaxseed oil, EP oil,
and then
then we went to glutathione, and what it's saying. And where are we getting this information? From a book called Prescription for Nutritional Healing, 4th edition, page 442.
For nutritional healing, did you say?
Prescription for Nutritional Healing,
Yes.
4th edition, page 442.
Page 442. So
Yeah.
you suggest this book as well.
Oh, it was a great book to have.
Who's the author of this book?
The author of this book is Balch, B-A-L-C-H.
Okay.
She got together, her husband and her got together, and they did several editions of this. But in the 4th edition, their husband is an MD. I don't know if he's alive or dead now, but the husband is an MD. She's a certified nutritionist. They got together with herbalists, chiropractors, PhDs, all kinds of different people that knew about nutrition and the nutrients. And they wrote an 869-page book, and I detailed every single page of it, and it's a free downloadable on my website.
Like a PDF.
Once once I get my new website up, which will be evangelicalchristianministry.com. As soon as that website is up, then you'll be able to have all of my newsletters and all of my downloadable. This entire book I detailed every page of it, and it's all free audio.
Thank you so much.
Okay.
Now this is Prescriptions for Nutritional Healing.
Yeah, 4th edition.
Something, page 442.
Right. So.
Is that the first edition or?
This is the 4th edition. This is the
last. 4th edition. Okay,
yeah, this is the 4th edition. This one here, this edition, 7 million copies have been sold so far. 7 million. So we're going down through this because I found that it worked. And guess what? I started out with them 15 years ago with the first edition of the book. The Lord led me to it immediately. So I was 15 years ahead of most people on this deal. Now
and just, some of the doctors there, you don't know if they really are in on it or what they know. I hope some of them are ignorant as to what's going on.
Some of them are, and most of them aren't, and they don't care, because they don't follow the Hippocratic Oath. They follow the Hypocritic Oath, where it says instead of.
First they had me on, so I'm in my 60s, in my early 50s. Well, you need estrogen. That was the big thing, and that was supposed to protect me from heart attacks and not cancer so much, but it was well worth it. You had no hot flashes and blah, blah. They put me on that for 10 years, and then they decided not only were we wrong, but it's just the reverse. Then they put me for another 10 years on the cholesterol drugs, and I'm convinced now you need a higher number than they say.
Right, so here's the deal.
So I should be dead already with all they've done to me. And then they gave me these awful glaucoma drugs, which precipitated anaphylactic shock.
Yes.
I ended up in a hospital, and then they gave me steroids and antihistamines to cure me, and it turns out that the steroids cause asthma.
Yes.
So, you have to get away from them. You can't go there. I'll never go to a doctor again. I think they're great if you're in God forbid, in a car accident.
When you need help from a doctor, that's fine. But otherwise, run away.
Oh yeah.
So
aspirin again. A vaccine, fluoride. I've got the water filters. And,
here's the rest of the story.
And the distilled water I do buy from the supermarket. That's good, right?
Yes.
You can't afford
right.
An expensive filtering system.
Those things that you're doing are very good. Here's the rest of the story. Did I mention Nutramax Intramax? Did I mention a multiple vitamin called Intramax? You would have to type in Intramax into the search engine. Nintramax. Enter.
N-T-R-A-M-A-X, okay.
Okay, now I got 2 results. One of them is that antibio without golden seal coming up again. That's nuts. And this is a new website, brand new. It's only been about 2 days now. And it's got lots of bugs in it, and this needs to be straightened out.
Now what is this
Intramax? Did you type that in?
No, I'm just writing like crazy.
Okay, Intramax. All right, so Intramax is a doctor recommended only. You can't we can't advertise it. We can't give you the price of it on the internet. You have to call up the office where they make this, or where they have this. The telephone number is 541-791 8400, either that number, or you call my office here, which is 541-981-2520. Then it can be doctor recommended. You
What
can,
is this Intramax?
and what it is it's over 400 different ingredients that are all plant derived, making up the most incredible multiple vitamin nutrient formula that is absolutely bioavailable. You'll get every single bit of it. It's a liquid. You get a half a capful. You take a half a capful in the morning and a half a capful at night. Now that's going to give you the most expensive kinds of B complex that you could possibly buy.
Oh, it's a B complex.
But it's more than B complex because it's every other nutrient as well, all in balance. Over 400 nutrients.
It's B12. I had the shot once when I was a child.
That's
But I've never seen it again, and the doctor won't give it to you. But I do remember, even as a young child.
B12 and folic acid drops are crucial. Be sure and get the drops and take them sublingually under the tongue. Order them. They are on our website. We do make those.
Oh, I will, and that will give me some energy.
That is going to give you energy and also slow down the aging process, which is also going to help the eyesight. But the reason why I'm saying the Intramax is because it's the state-of-the-art liquid vitamin that gives you 250 times more absorption because it is a liquid that you hold it in your mouth for a minute before you swallow it, and it goes immediately into your bloodstream. If you did that morning and evening, taking a half a capful in the morning and a half a capful in the evening, that's going to give you a beautiful dose of B complex and all the other vitamins all at the same time. It's going to give you the best multiple vitamin that you could possibly take.
Wonderful.
So that's what you got. You have to ask for that. And while you're asking for it, ask for something else that I doubt that is in here. Let me see if fulvic acid is here, because
Folic acid?
fulvic, F-U-L-V-I-C, fulvic acid, yes. Well, no, guess what comes at that? Antibiotic and golden seal again. Boy, I'm really good at that. Everything you okay, you have to ask for fulvic acid.
Tomorrow morning, write all these things down.
Yeah, those are the two things.
And if it doesn't come up correctly, I'll go.
Yes, you call them in. Now the fulvic acid, that is something else that is a new kid on the block. You weren't able to get this previously, and very few people have it. But there's a little fulvic acid even in the Intramax. That's how state-of-the-art the Intramax is. It's got a little fulvic acid.
Wow.
But we want you to get...
That might be fine for now. Yeah.
But we want you to get a quart of fulvic acid and take about a teaspoon of fulvic acid and put that in your mouth. Then put the half a capful of Intramax in your mouth and hold it there for about a minute. Then chase it down with your water. Your good water. If you've got Kangen water, that's great. If you don't,
What are you talking about?
I'm talking about Kangen water if you had it, but that's too K-A-N-G-E-N. That's the best water you can drink. But
Is that a product name and it comes in a bottle or?
No, you have to make your own. You buy a machine, and the machines are about $4,000. They're too expensive. The machines are too expensive. They're $4,000. So you can't afford one, and you can't buy it because it's against their rules. Kangen water is a multi-level, and they won't allow you to sell the water.
Drink poison.
You have to buy. You have to buy their machine. So anyway, but that's the best water. The good news is we make all our products with Kangen water. We have a Kangen water machine. We can't even...
Okay, so that's good. So all the things that I have on
It
this
costs-
list here.
Yeah, so that makes our product more potent than any other product you could possibly buy. because all of our liquid tinctures and liquids and salves and soaps and everything that we can possibly make, we make it with Kangen water. But we can't call it Kangen water. We have to call it structured water. Yes, you have to go all through all these hoops. So anyway, so fulvic acid. Let's go back to fulvic acid. Fulvic acid is where an ancient forest got covered over by a land mass, and it packed all those trees down, packed them down and packed them down until those trees are smashed so flat, and they are called shale. Now they can drill down into these ancient forests and get this shale out. They call it fulvic acid. If you give a plant a little bit of this fulvic acid, it'll blossom and bloom and go crazy. It's just a super nutrition. It's loaded with minerals. It also absorbs radiation and takes it out of the body when you give it to a human. And it makes a human blossom like a plant. So it's loaded with minerals. And so it's called fulvic acid. So my trick...
Do you have a number for that? Do you sell that?
I can't bring it up. I can't bring it up. Let me see if I can.
Well, I have it on the list.
Okay, you're gonna have to, yeah, be on the list. So let's see if I can bring it up here. I'm gonna go to products and see if I can do that. Or is it, no, let's try it. Because I have a back end way to do this. Fulvic. Let's try fulvic. Fulvic. No, they don't have it. It doesn't have a number. The number for Intramax. I don't see the Intramax number now either. Product manager. Pronunciation.
Well, it's okay because tomorrow I'll order the first few products, and then I'll call your number and speak to someone in your office.
And they will let you have. They will let you have fulvic acid, and they will let you have Intramax when you speak to them directly, because then it's recommended to you. So I just needed you to know that, because this is going to give you super nutrition. This is going to give you super detoxification. Now let's take this a step further. Now we need to take the metals, the heavy metals out of your body.
I'm going to ask you that metals out.
And here's, because that's when you type in number 3600.
3600. What is this?
Number 3600, that is super green foods. It will detoxify you and give you nutrition like never before. It detoxes and gives you all the green foods: chlorella, spirulina, wheatgrass, alfalfa powder.
I've heard of some of those, yeah.
So it's called super green foods. You get at least a heaping teaspoon of that every single day in your diet, on food, in food, on cereal. Get it down any way you can, and that will detox you so that we can get the metals out of your body.
I can get those implants out, yeah.
Yes, until somebody will remove the implants. Until then, now we need to look for, what are we looking for now?
I think you've got covered everything.
No, we're looking for a detox here, heavy metal detox, HEAVY, because we need to do one more thing to make sure we get this a heavy metal detox. There is a heavy metal detox formula. It's called Heavy Metal Detox 1595. Number 1595 has garlic, chlorella, cilantro, coriander, and structured water. And that helps to remove heavy metals from the body safely and quickly. And cilantro has been used, cilantro have found to chelate or remove heavy metals like mercury, aluminum, and lead from the body. In fact, it is proven to cross the blood-brain barrier and actually remove those kinds of metals from the brain.
Oh, you know, I just had another thought, and I don't know if you'll agree with this, but I heard someplace that people use borax. Now, do you know what I'm talking about?
Yes, borax, like they use in Boraxo soap.
I forgot what it's even for, but that it would detox you from something or other.
Yes.
Okay.
So, yes.
Think that that's any good as well?
I don't know enough about it.
Yeah,
I don't know enough about it. I'd have to bring it up, but I know
But that's
that.
not an herb,
But these are the herbs, and this is a heavy metal detox herbal formula, and so is fulvic acid, a heavy metal detox.
that what you talked about sounds
That fulvic acid, yeah.
Yeah.
So be sure and ask for that, and also the number 1595. Now I'm sure that you're dealing with a heavy metal detoxification program. You've got that going, which is really going to help the eyes and the glaucoma when you start removing all these metals from the body. All right, now that gets us to rutin. Rutin, okay, and it's a bioflavonoid.
the lutein.
Rutin.
Oh, Lutein.
No, lutein. Now that's good. That is good
yeah.
for the eyes. Lutein.
You have something else here?
But I'm talking about rutin, a bioflavonoid. Rutin.
Rutin.
Rutin. Yes.
Yeah.
So that's where you just order rutin, 500 milligrams, and rutin.
And what does
You'd
that
want
do?
to take 50 milligrams 3 times daily. So here's a 500 milligram capsule. So you're only going to need to take 1 capsule 3 times a day. Is going to give you a big dose.
What is this rutin?
Rutin is a plant pigment. It's a flavonoid that is found in certain fruits and vegetables. Rutin is used to make medicine. The major source of rutin for medical use include buckwheat, Japanese pagoda tree, and eucalyptus macarincha. Other sources of rutin include the leaves of several species of rose hips, several species of eucalyptus and lime tree flowers and elder flowers and hawthorn leaves and flowers and rue and St. John's wort and ginkgo biloba and apples and other fruits and vegetables are high in rutin. Because for those properties. Some people
turn back the clock here.
Some people believe that rutin can strengthen blood vessels, so they use it for varicose veins, internal bleeding, hemorrhoids, internal bleeding, hemorrhoids, and for strokes. This is used for strokes due to broken veins or arteries. They call that hemorrhagic strokes. So
I think that sounds like impressive.
yeah, so rutin, 500 milligrams, 100 tablets, $9.80 is what something like that goes for. So I'm just going to give you a few more. These are the things that you want to know about. These are the nutrients. And I'm not claiming a cure. I'm not, here what I'm doing is talking about the foods that you should know about when there is glaucoma. The other one is vitamin A.
Vitamin A. I have a daughter-in-law.
50,000 IUs daily.
50,000.
Yeah, but if you're pregnant, don't exceed 10,000.
I'm too old for that. Now, what does that mean, 50,000 IUs? What is
International.
IU?
That's an international unit. Instead of milligrams, they measure it in international units.
Vitamin
Like,
A, yes.
yeah.
She did a paper, a PhD, on the effects of vitamin A deficiency on the Vietnamese people due to the war we had there.
Yeah, so vitamin A is needed for good eyesight. It's essential in the formation of of visual purple. You
On
can't.
your website too.
And vitamin A, you're going to get pretty close to 50,000 IU's daily of vitamin A, and you know,
what is it?
we're going to have to look and see in the Intramax how much vitamin A is in there. But what you're looking for is about 50,000 IU's of vitamin A daily. Therefore, you might get 10,000 in the Intramax. You might be getting 10,000. I'm not sure.
I might not need
And so you're going to need extra besides to boost it up too. So because you're reaching for about 50,000 IU's daily vitamin A, right? So you can either take it separately as vitamin A, or you can do what I do. I take another multiple vitamin. I take the Intramax in the morning and a multiple vitamin in the evening, and I take two multivitamins. It's called Mega 1. It used to be called Mega 1, number 2396 or 2399 or 2395, and it's going to give you a high dose with the Mega 1. Let's see if they actually give the dosages here. Let's go to search engine and let's type in Mega 1. Let's see if it's for a woman who is still menstruating and needs iron, then there is a Mega 2. That's the one that's got the iron in it. The Mega 1 has no iron in it for those who don't need extra iron. Let's type in 2395 and let's see if this comes up. 2395. Okay, 2395. Now it's giving me the same thing. It's not in. This is not loaded into the search engine yet. But anyway, so if you got a good, cheap multiple vitamin, because that's what the Mega 1 and the Mega 2 are. They are it's the best inexpensive multiple vitamins, whereas the Intramax is the best, most expensive multiple vitamin you can get.
So thank you so much.
So okay, so there it is. So you've got you've got a lot of the information, and it goes on and on. It talks about vitamin C with bioflavonoids and vitamin E and even L-arginine, an amino acid, and those are just the top nutrients. And there's about 6 helpful nutrients, but these are the most important nutrients. Were all the ones that we mentioned, plus the vitamin C, the vitamin E, and the L-arginine. And I didn't even get into the herbs. The most important herb for the eyes is bilberry. So get the
bilberry.
Get the bilberry liquid. Get 8 ounces or 16 ounces, and take a teaspoon every day of bilberry liquid. Also, when you're making your cereal, be sure and put blueberries in your frozen blueberries or dehydrated blueberries, and red raspberry leaf can also be used. All of these are going to be great. Chickweed and eye bright. There's an eye formula called number 1034, which can be used internally.
Right. I've heard of that.
That's got eye bright and chickweed in it, and that's number 1034 eye formula. And we used to make it for cataracts, where we put honey in it also, but the FDA they came in 2006 and made us pour it down the drain and tear up the recipe, and threatened us if we ever made that eye formula again. They said, well, who did we hurt? Nobody. And we've never hurt anybody.
My grandmother told me some me about this. You know, I asked her, where did these drugs come from? And she told me something that was correct, but incorrect at the same time. She said, well, they come from herbs, and God puts them on the earth. And this was many years ago, decades, you know. And she said, and then they go to these jungles and places and they get these herbs and they put them into, but they don't, they use synthetics.
Exactly. That's what they do. They take what God makes, they tear
hormones and chemicals
yes.
to mimic what's in nature.
They take what God has made, they tear it all apart, they take what they think is the main ingredient, they throw all the rest away, and then they call it nutritionally